The special follows the Guardians of the Galaxy as they celebrate Christmas and search for a present for their leader, Peter Quill. That's the synopsis.
Did you just say words? What the?
Yeah. You want to get that?
Look, keep up.
I got it. You know. Yeah, listen a little faster.
I need subtitles.
Sometimes, we like to, be Busta Rhymes over here.
Okay.
Or Mystical. He was really fast too back in the day.
Yeah.
The special follows the Guardians of the Galaxy as they celebrate Christmas and search for a present for their leader, Peter Quill. Better?
Yes.
I thought Thor was their leader.
Huh?
I thought Thor was their leader.
He would be a better leader than Peter Quill. I'm just saying. Peter Quill goes to one of those churches that, he doesn't say anything out loud, but the church is saying it themselves. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole reason the universe got snapped.
That's the synopsis of the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which we watch. Yes, we all watch.
Yes, indeed.
So, guys, there are some things in this thing that, when it started off, I was like, "Did we learn this, or are we learning this right now?" When did all this happen?
Oh yeah, let's do one sentence.
Oh yeah, let's do the one sentence thing. Yeah. We do that. Okay. Go ahead, Lisa.
Oh sure. So for the first time listeners, we do this thing where we each go around and give our review, and it's a one sentence review of what we watched. So my one sentence review of Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special, is a dancing bacon, singing trees, and talking animals. It's beginning to look a lot like a Marvel less Christmas.
Oh, look at this girl with the puns. She's getting like you, Jason, with the puns. All right, Jason, go ahead.
Well, what's this review of the Guardian special is? Oh shit, Christmas is a bunch of nonsense and scary, just like the opening song says.
It is a bunch of nonsense. My one sentence review is, man, was Groot lifting weights? Look at him, he's swole.
That Choco was huge. Dude, that Choco got on the rock workout plan, bro.
What are they doing?
You must be bodybuilding or something.
Doing steroids or something. All right, let's get into it, guys.
Groot, we know you're taking steroids. Relax.
Because the voice is higher.
That's what it is. Roided out.
He must be like, they must have based him off of his voice actor, because he's on steroids. Vin Diesel's always on steroids. No offense to you, Mr. Diesel, Mark Sinclair, who is either black or white or something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what Vin Diesel is. Well, that means the next time, Guardians 3, he'll be drinking Coronas.
Family. I am family.
I absolutely love this.
Just living life 1/4 mile at a time.
right. One sapling at a time, guys. Really, all we'll hear is just "I am Groot." I am Groot. Groot just said, "You don't care if you win by a half a mile or a whole mile.
Win's a win."
Right. I love this, and I loved it for the particular reason that if Marvel's going to be goofy, be like this goofy.
Yes.
Like, go in and make characters that already have a tone to them and go extreme on it. I loved it even more because, these aren't main characters. Mantis and, they're not main guys. And the fact that you could do this and get away with it and not let the Drax thing get, tiring, because sometimes the Drax thing gets a little too much, but they played it perfectly. And the best way they played it is that they even made Mantis started getting tired of his stupidity. And that's amazing. The woman that has all the emotional integrity can change everybody's emotions is like, Groot. She's like, yo, Drax. She's sick of it. She's like, oh my God.
Shut up, Drax.
Right. So I loved it. And look, man, Kevin Bacon, for me, my whole life has just been a creepy human being to me.
What?
I mean, have you seen that? What was it, the Invisible Man movie or whatever he was in? Ever since then, he's always been creepy looking to me. Yeah. He's been creepy to me since then, and he's played other roles where he's really creepy looking. Seeing him here and almost how normalized this craziness is to him to a degree is hilarious to me. It's just so many moments in here, and I know we're going to get into a lot of the stuff like that has new information. I didn't care nothing about the new information. I loved all the things that like makes the Marvel Universe great is in here. Seeing the spaceship and people freaking the hell out because anytime you see a spaceship in Marvel, usually means shit's about to go down. So like it's like little touches like that are like great because I'm like, yes, in this universe, the BJs took them all the time. The Marvel Universe is a scary place to live as a regular human being.
It's a hell.
So to see like this being shown on the screen, how fucking scary this universe is as a regular human being, because you have two people who most wouldn't even consider the most powerful people walking through LA and stuff and like causing complete and utter chaos by accident. And it's just hilarious. I mean, I was here for it, man. I couldn't, I was almost disappointed that most of Marvel stuff couldn't be this good.
Yes.
And that's kind of when I was left off feeling like, oh, this is what happens when you're actually creative and you figure out creative ways to make your universe more interesting rather than trying to retread the same stuff out to us. So I loved it, man. I was here for it.
Indeed. Lisa, what are your thoughts on this holiday special?
Okay, so the new information, I had to pause it and I look at my kids and I was like, did we know that they're siblings? And so the person who remembers everything is my son, Logan. He's like, no, we didn't. And I'm like, okay. But they just say it in passing, like it's common knowledge, which I kind of appreciate that we don't have to get a whole backstory and a whole, it's just, here's the information. Here you go. Do with it what you will. I forgot that I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's been so long since I watched a Guardians like focused thing outside, like just Guardians of the Galaxy, that I forgot how much I love them. That Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the movies that in the MCU that I did not want to see. And I went kicking and screaming, being a brat. My husband made me go. And when the movie was over, I was like, I'm so glad you made me go see that, because it was so funny and I loved it. And that is one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, and the first Avengers are the movies I've seen the most in the MCU. And so yeah, I forgot how much I loved it. Every character, I love every character. I love that Drax finally got to wear a shirt, because I know that was a big big deal with Bautista. That's why he was going to leave the MCU, because they were making him not wear a shirt. And he's like, I'm too old for this shit. I can't be like chiseled all the time. It's too much work.
And for those who don't know why it's too much work, when actors have to do the shirtless scenes, that means they have to dehydrate to get the definition. So that means for like 4 days, they can't drink nothing.
Yeah.
So like it is definitely for a 55, 56-year-old man. That definitely is not saying that, women actors don't get, something worse. We're just saying it just sucks to, because they are just thirsty. Like, I just want a glass of water.
Yeah. And you saw, it didn't take away from his character, him wearing the vest.
I thought it was actually like on character for him to wear something like that.
Yes. Yeah. And I love when they went to Earth and they were in like Hollywood Boulevard. And
yes.
What was it? Not the Transformer, but
the GoBot.
The GoBot.
GoBot. He's like, GoBot killed his cousin.
Beating his wife. And also the Mantis is
why is he running away?
Yeah. But the thing that I love the most about Guardians of the Galaxy is its ability to make fun of itself without being ridiculous, without being, I don't know. I feel like that's what Thor: Love and Thunder tried to do, but just completely missed the mark. And this one just 100%. Nailed it. And because when they were in the spaceship on the way back to nowhere, and they were like, you're an actor, and Mantis is like, buh, buh.
You're the lowest form.
Actors are the
this
worst.
Guy is no hero.
You pretend to be other people.
No, okay, Mike.
I was laughing so hard. She just like is literally just trying not to throw up. And like my only complaint is I wish Nebula could have been there for that scene. Because I feel like Nebula would have really. But oh god, that was so.
Speaking of Nebula,
funny.
when she's dancing,
yes. So good. So good.
She got no swag. She got no rhythm.
Nothing. Well, she's in real life Karen Gillian, who's probably has no rhythm either.
Yeah. Oh God, that was it was great. So yeah, that's my loved it.
Yeah, this was. I was not looking forward to seeing this. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be one of those things that they put out here. And it's probably going to be either overly serious or overly silly or whatever. And like, no, they nailed it right on the head. It was a nice little treat for the holiday season, especially after me and my son got out of watching Devotion. And we were all like teary eyed and crying and shit. And then we watched this. We're like, oh, we're better. Yeah, it's fun that they could be self-referential and make fun of themselves and also make fun of the history without it just being like. Because for this show, there's no stakes to this. It's not like they're fighting any bad guys or anything like that. They're not supposed to be fighting a god killer. They're just having a normal, well, not normal for them, Christmas holiday. And that way you can enjoy like the jokes and stuff like that without it having been on the backdrop of like, no, this guy just killed like 40 million people. Like, why are y'all making jokes? It was kind of a little bit jarring at first, especially with all the new information. Like they're own nowhere now, and
that was dope.
And I was like, that was a little jarring for me. It was like, do we know this is supposed to happen? Like as I said, I looked at my son like, is this new? Like, what's going on? But after the initial shock, it's like, who cares? Like they said it, and now let's move on. And it was actually heartwarming at the end when Mantis told Peter that she was his sister or half sister or whatever. I literally love Mantis in this. She is just the best.
She's a star.
Like they should put her in more things. I'm sad that Gamora's not there because the Guardians of the Galaxy are looking a little pale right now. They need a little bit more. They need a little bit more pepper to the salt. A little more spice to their flour. I don't know what's going on here with that, but it obviously makes sense because Gamora at this point is 15 years in the past, or her mind is. She's from the past. She doesn't know them. But yeah, it's the little song at the beginning was pretty funny. Like it does
masterful.
Accurately encapsulate how weird our holidays are, especially Christmas.
Like, just talk about Mrs. Claus on the pole.
Yeah.
Mrs. Claus
That's not how it works.
And it's like, no.
I did not like the rotoscoped animation flashbacks. They could have probably just, and I bet they did this because I bet what's his face, Michael, whoever played Rooker, probably didn't want to get into full,
makeup,
Yondu makeup, but I felt like that was really, really cheaply done. Because it was.
It's probably not any cheap. It's probably not any cheaper, right?
Well, it was rotoscope, so they probably had one dude do it.
So maybe that's why.
Okay, I'm gonna give it some. I feel like this whole show I've been wearing my superhero cape. I feel like that was supposed to be like a knockoff of like Christmas Charlie Brown classic type of vibe, and that was the vibe I got from it going back, like a kind of an animated not stop motion, but you know what I mean, like an old
like the old Rankin and Bass kind of like old school animated
right
specials. But like even then, like it was a little bit better done, even for those old cheap stuff. And this one, I feel like it was like if they wanted to go there's definitely a way they could have done it that would have made it look good and also gave you the same feeling as that other stuff. And for me, I was like, oh, they just put like a color filter over what they actually shot, and it just looks bad. Honestly, that's just my opinion. But other than that, like the content of it where you first see like from Kragen's perspective that Yondu's smashing the tree and throwing it all the way, and then in the end he actually like gives Peter a present, and like Peter gives him a present, and and like even though Yondu was a terrible father, he at least tried.
Whoa! Yondu wasn't his father; he was his daddy. And Peter's other dad, his real father, was around fucking everything. So I feel like Peter got the better out of the two. One was going to
I don't know,
and was going to implant. The other one just made him into like a
maybe he should have stayed on Earth with his uncle. I don't fucking know.
Probably, but if you had to choose between his daddy and his father, take daddy, because father definitely was about that eating you and living his life while banging other people.
And then also like using you as a conduit battery so he can spread like his evil spores throughout the universe.
Look, ego about that bang life.
But all in all, I really enjoy this. Rocket Raccoon wasn't too overly done on this, which is great because with Drax, he can be overly grating as well. I love the addition of Cosmo, the space dog. I thought that was pretty cute. And man, Groot. I don't know what their species is like, what their growth cycle is like. But like at first he looked awkward because it felt like he was just a guy in a suit.
Yes, I thought the same thing, but it's animated.
But then when you saw him again, it's like, oh no, he's fully CG. And I was like, maybe they had a guy in the suit and they just went over it, and maybe that's why he's so swole. I don't know. But either way, he looked like he did some roids. Poor baby.
Because at first I was just like, oh, maybe they didn't want to like blow the budget on Groot because maybe Kevin Bacon took up the whole budget.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon. I need $60 million.
and then the dancing scene. I was like, oh no, he's animated. That's not a person in a suit. So I don't know. Obviously, he's taking his creatine shakes. He's got his protein.
Just straight lifting.
He doesn't skip back and arm day.
He don't skip any days. No leg days.
No. Yeah.
He's in the gym 7 days a week.
Straight I am buff. I am buff because that joke good.
Yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to say that I loved? I can't. Oh, just the gift giving at the end, the little exchanges.
Yeah.
That just showed like the people's personalities so well.
I don't know how Gamora got Bucky's arm though.
Nebula.
Yeah.
So here's my theory.
I love that.
Damn, headcanon. My theory on how she got it. All right.
See what we did there.
Yes. Arm was disabled by the Wakandans. I think at one point, Nebula probably hooked up with them to figure it out because she got the bald slick look going on too.
Yeah,
and she's a female warrior, and they told her what to do, and she went and got that work. That's my thought on it.
I feel like Nebula went over there and just asked him for it. Can I have your arm? And Bucky, being the sad 80-year-old virgin that he is like, yes.
I think Doctor Strange or what's his name?
Brian Strange, his brother.
Chang. Chang?
Wong.
God damn. Wong. I think Wong or Doctor Strange just went.
Doctor Strange is his given name, so there definitely could be a Brian Strange or a Craig Strange
or Chad.
Chad Strange. There's a whole bunch of them probably. Like, oh, this is my cousin Chad Strange. He's a master of just laying about.
So do you think Doctor Strange can do the little thing and get through the Wakandan barriers?
Yes, the barriers are technological. They're not magic. He can just warp there if he wants. He just never had a reason to because he believed it was a third world country for most of his existence.
And he's white. They'll probably kill him on sight.
Yeah, on sight. I'm sure Wakanda has like magic people who are probably better at magic than the white guy who just learned it the other day. who just somehow becomes the best boy, and they're like,
he took him studied
years.
in a library.
It took him years to do that.
He studied in the library, Jason.
Okay,
you didn't realize knowledge is power, baby.
All these other people have been doing it for years too, but this guy shows up and suddenly he's the best at it.
He's the chosen one. You can't be mad at fate.
Look,
can't be mad at fate.
I'm gonna call it what do we call it? The thing where white people give other white people stuff. Because the original chosen one was like the only white person there, and the other white person shows up ends up being the next leader. Yeah, I know what was going on there.
Nepotism.
It's like Wong's been here for like 1,000 years, and he's like,
I'm gonna hold on to this. Yeah, right.
That's probably why Baramoto was like, because he got in, he went to Harvard, he was there the whole entire time doing the tests and stuff like that, and then Steve, the boss's nephew, comes in and gets a freaking promotion over here. He'd been there for 15 years, working hard, doing everything that HRN has
nights
said.
And weekends.
He said, "You're the next one coming up. You're the next one. Here comes a promotion. You're getting the next." And then as soon as Steven Strange walks here, guess who our new source supreme is here? This white guy.
He missed the birth of his daughter. He missed her first soccer game.
Right.
He was always working.
And you wonder why he's like, no more magic. Yes, he's over it. He's over it. If I can't get it, no one will.
I didn't raise my kids because of this.
We go way off track. We're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. Now we're just all the way down. My bad, y'all. My bad.
It's a good point, though. Steven, he just walk off the street and got this role, and it's like,
just walked on in there.
I've been here for years, man. Like,
oh yeah.
Like they didn't even give you the Wi-Fi password. I was here for like 2 weeks.
It's the Wi-Fi password.
All right. Well, let's. We guys want to move on to our rating? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you who are still here with us after we just had that giant tangent, our rating system: if we like it, it's a head. If we don't think it's okay, it's a canon. If we think it sucks, it's a circus. Lisa, the Hollywood Day Special. What would you give this?
Overall?
Just overall. I don't think there's a lot of stuff that we can pick apart. It's only like 40 minutes long.
Overall, it's head. I'll watch it again. It is funny.
Jason?
Yes, I'll probably give it head. Yeah, absolutely. I can dig this. Yeah.
Just joking on it.
Yeah. Me and Mantis just hanging out.
Oh man, I want to meet her in real life. That'd be great. I will also give this a head as well. It's hilarious. It's fun. It's easy to digest as well for all those people who don't watch a whole lot of Marvel stuff. You don't
need all the other million things.
On a scale of head canon circus, how awesome is Mantis?
Head.
Oh yeah.
Head. Definitely head. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 5, as we do, what would be our overall score of this holiday special? Jason.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
4.5. Lisa?
Yeah, I was going to say 4.5 also. Not quite a 5.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 4.51 just to be different.
Price is Right rules. Price is Right.
Yeah. And that way my score is better than all of your scores.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead and pick up some Mahi's brandy from my man Glenn. If your liquor store don't got it, tell them that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Some Mahi's brandy. It's good. Goes with some juice. Put that pineapple, grapefruit, or orange juice up in it. It's delicious.
I love how Jason bought the rest of us a bottle as well.
Leadership
follow.
I'm selfish. Don't worry, but I'll make sure we drink it up. Next game night. We'll be sipping on it, having a great time. But again, the Mahi's brandy. Shout out to my man Glenn, DMV, baby. Holla back. But yeah, I think we had a full slate because I think we're going to try to do Strange World, the new Disney movie
Strange World
that flopped.
Wednesday. Well, they flopped because they didn't market it at all.
Well, and then it has a gay in it, so you know what that means.
And black.
Gay
and a black.
Yes. Oh, they were
a black gay.
Go broke, I guess. Even though you don't promote it or tell anybody this movie existed, but whatever. But yeah, Strange World, Wednesday, and yes, I forgot what was one more, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Or we won't, and y'all just not watch it and just enjoy our wonderful and witty commentary about it. That's the thing y'all can do too. You know, you don't have to watch everything we watch, but if you did, you would have more enjoyment.
Probably enjoy it more.
Yes,
just a little bit
more.
Thank you. Always be kind, be considerate, and tip your bartenders and servers at least 20%, if not more, if you can afford it. And happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Yeah.
And if you see Jared,
Indigenous People Day.
Say what's up.
Yeah. Say what's up with your fists.
Wow.
Peace out, everybody.
Say what.